This is Eternity Update, where all information concerning the UAAG disbursement is being given. If you're new on this channel, kindly subscribe and click the notification bell so when next we give a very vital and important update, you'll be kindly notified. Don't forget to always follow up this page because it is necessary if you want to get every information concerning the Theobarth, the IMF and the UAAG. Kindly subscribe. Thank you. Do have a wonderful and blessed day.
Concerning the grant that we're all waiting for, I have this particular update. It's something that will prepare you, something that will elaborate on the issues to let you know what is going on at this particular time. And it's a lengthy one, so you take your time to listen to it to the end to get the real information. Because if you listen some parts from the beginning and you move, you will not get the whole idea behind the whole message. So I advise you to, as a listening all through, get the necessary information needed so as to help you prepare yourself and at the same time relax as we wait for disbursement that will shake the country. Disbursement is real and it's going to happen. We just have to understand some principles so that we can relax our mind and be filled up with expectation. Before I dive into it, if you are coming across this channel for the first time, this is the Money Grabs where we give information concerning the grant. Don't let me hold you too long because the message is lengthy, so let's dive into it without wasting time.
Good evening. God bless you all in the mighty name of Jesus. GCDM, God will help us. I understand that everybody's in pain, everybody's crying, and the wait has been so long. Some have waited for more than 10 years. Some have waited for less than 10 years. Some are just joining. But the general fact remains that there is an expectation. And once there's an expectation, the desire is that expectation is met. Most especially when it comes to something that has to do with the populace and you're being lured to join one thing or another that will benefit you. Now, I just want to say one or two things to clear one or two issues. I may not be 100% in the position to do that, but by the grace of God, I'm privileged to have certain information that can suit your mind. I am just a simple person from Adamawa. I stay here in Adamawa, and I have a lot of people around and people who are very connected to the situation at hand. One thing you must know is that you will never get 100% information from the people who are directly involved. You will never get it. And even when you do get it, the information they'll give you will just be the one that it's information per time. Because this is a project that information concerning it changes frequently based on circumstances and situations that arises. Now, this is a project that some people have come out to explain it in their different ways. Now, to be very clear about it, this money that most of us are expecting is not just grants. Now, we need to differentiate between those grant handlers and also those who are for community projects, pioneer projects, CBN slots. All those are projects. Now, for those who understand international funding, you can bear me witness that there are groups of persons, there are countries, there are companies that come together to sponsor third world countries. Now, Nigeria is a third world country. As much as we claim to be the giants of Africa, we're a third world country because of the state of our economy. And there are people who are out there who want to help. And they have helped over the years. It is just unfortunate that it has not trickled down to the less privileged or to those who are supposed to be beneficiaries. There are a lot of people who have received funds of different level and different magnitude and have sat on it and no one has said anything. For those who opened their mouth, they were given a cut. For those who tried to pester on, they were either killed, jailed, or silenced in a way that they cannot speak anymore. But we must thank God for how exposed them to a point that they could not have any power over what is going on. Right now, as much as the federal government is involved, somehow they are involved, does not mean they have the final say. Now, for as many of us have heard the voice note of someone some time back talking about the UAS, that's United African States and all that, that is the genesis of this money. And you see, the IMF and the World Bank, IMF, International Monetary Fund, they are in possessions of monies that have to do with various countries, that are tied to various countries. And the concern with Nigeria is there is an agenda concerning Nigeria. And if Nigeria does not progress to that level, I can assure you that that agenda will not hold water. Now, as many of us who are from Nigeria, we know our greatness. We know what value we possess. But because of certain factors, some of these things are hidden. Some of these things are not exposed. What I'm talking about is talents and the giftings of this country, the natural resources, the things that are available. Now, we have various countries who are using our leaders to hold this thing down. But you see, the World Bank and IMF know what they will gain from Nigeria if Nigeria really takes its place as the giant of Africa. It's going to be a lot of money on their own part too. They are really going to benefit from us. If whether you like it or not, just take that. They are going to benefit from us. And that is why there are certain individuals that said, this is the time. We must make sure this thing works. There's a lot of money that has been accumulating in the name of Nigeria. Now, if some of you can think back, Abacha's loot was spread across the whole world in various banks. What was recovered for those banks was not just the actual money that he kept there. Some of them have multiplied, some of them had added. Some of those places decided not to add that added value on it, but return the exact amount that he brought. So that tells you that there's nowhere you go and keep money for just a week and you come back and get it as just that money. It is going to increase. Why? Because these monies are put in a kind of circumstance that it adds value. And that is the same situation with the one we are talking about today. Because the major bulk of the money that we are talking about today is UAS. Any other grant that is coming has just been tied to it to make sure that there is proper monitoring. Otherwise, the actual money is UAS, as they say, grant. But it was supposed to be given as a grant, but the federal government has imposed that it must be done as a project. And you see, once it's been done as a project, that means there is monitoring. And that is the main bone of contention that has been going from left, right, center, and all that. Because the fear of the Nigerian country, the Nigerian government, is the amount of money that is going to come into circulation. I am telling you, it may sound very awkward, but man, if that amount of money comes into the system, it is going to be humongous. As I am speaking to you, the transformation that the economy of Nigeria will experience, it is going to be more than 100% turnaround. That is if people do what is needful. Imagine you now, because, well, I don't want to go into the area of politics, so let me just go straight to the point. The truth is, if you get your money, for those who to subscribe into billions, and you are asked to do just a project, and imagine you have 1,000 people going to do one project, 1,000 people, remember we have just 36 states, and if all these 1,000 people are spread around 36 states, do one project in their areas, very lucrative projects, I can assure you that it's going to hype up the economy of the country. That is apart from the local businesses that some of the people who have enrolled on this will also get into. So the area that I know everybody is expecting is disbursement. And let me tell you the truth, IMF cannot just disburse without crossing all T's and dotting all I's. As every process goes along, new things may arise. And that is why our prayers are needed. Our prayer should be now that there should not be any T to dot, T to cross, or I to dot, as everyone has already been done. The latest one that actually held was the issue of EFCC and NFIU and all what have you. Because the truth is a normal procedure for a certain amount of money which shall be recurring in some people's account must have a certificate. Now, for the coordinators or whoever that is telling their members they must sign MU, it has nothing to do with the members, the people. It has to do with you who is receiving the bulk of the money. So if you have done your own, that is all. Because this collection, this money is going to have a narration, and no matter who is sending the money, that narration follows. Because remember, they are monitoring right from the stakeholders all the way to the subscribers. Yes, they are not dealing with the subscribers, they are dealing with the stakeholders, but they are going to be monitoring whatever is done all the way to the stakeholders, to the subscribers. So it is only an advice for us to get involved in something that is tangible. That is the only thing. The truth is, you see, there's we have been updated. We have updated with calls on security of the funds that will be disbursed to all subscribers, their accounts, and you see, it relates to just the EFCC, the financial agencies that has been holding, and that has been cleared. So please, you need to understand that these issues have been taken care of. Yes, they have been taken care of. And before this time, long before registration, during registration period, it has been taken care of. But you see, CBN and there is no government agency that is with that narration. When it comes from CBN direct, because CBN is going to be the one they are going to use to disburse to everybody. Once they disburse to you, it will carry that title, CBN, and therefore there is no government agency that can come to you. Yes, they may freeze you just to know who you are, and by the time you introduce yourself and show your normal verification, bam, your account will be open. But there's this trending issue of MOU. That is the one that is killing. I heard somebody just drop the voice note earlier on, and he exposed a lot of them. Let me tell you the truth, all those guys are thieves. They are not there for your happiness. They are not there for your joy. The truth is, IMF is giving everybody that has subscribed 100%. There is no cut anywhere. Nobody should believe anything like cut. And I know some people also don't believe that the grant even exists. Now, the grant handlers like the Theobarth, the UAAG, the Centrator, and whatever, the reason why you don't hear them speaking is because they cannot even say anything now, because the major thing on ground is the Pioneer. If Pioneer does not drop, it will be very hard. It will go hard for you for grant handlers to get their own. And the reason is because the major people, the major players in the grant, in the Pioneer and CBN slot is the same government people and high stakeholder. That is high people in society, men and women of power who run this country. They are the ones on those that they fought for it to make sure that this happens in this way. So,
get out, trash! This first class isn't for a beggar like you.
So, we can just give kudos to them and say, oh, they did a good job. Since we've been there for so many years, this money no come out, but now they have come and the money is now coming up at least to this level. There is a stigma of hope that we will actually get this in our accounts. So, I want to plead and beg, don't overwork yourself for this. If it comes, to God be the glory. If it does not come, to God be the glory. Don't kill, don't argue, don't shout or insult people because you subscribe and you didn't get it. Don't do anything like that. I believe as a child of God, anything you put your hand to do, if you did it legitimately and you were cheated, God will definitely rise for you. God will definitely stand for you. But when you keep on fighting, you're giving the enemy an excuse to destroy the testimony that is about to come for you. So the truth is, don't disturb yourself about all those MOU or whatever they are talking about. This is a done deal. One thing I have given myself hope is that it does not matter the time. When the time comes for this money to be disbursed, it will be disbursed. And the declaration I keep making to myself is that that time is now. I've been doing that for the past how many years? It's tiring, it's annoying as human beings. Yes, it's annoying, it's painful when you use your money to stand. It doesn't know. It was actually a choice for you. If you had decided to use your money and you did it, well, it was a choice. You didn't have to do it. But now that you have done it, you have to bear the brunt of what follows and wait for the day of manifestation. That is the price we need to pay. So I'm only saying this as an encouragement because I have been following this group. I have seen fights, I have seen quarrel, I've seen agitations and all that. People are against Reverend Moses. People are for Reverend Moses. Whether you are for or you are against, see, what will be will always be for those who follow the right path. That is just the truth. And for those who say it is not even in existence, well, to God, God will help you. If you feel it's not in existence, one thing I believe is that whatever you say, prove it. If you can prove that it is not in existence, then we'll also agree and we'll take your side. But like for me personally, I have seen proof, I have seen the happenings, I have seen the workings, I have had direct communication with certain kind of persons. So I know it is real, and that's why I trust God that God will bring it to realization. But for you who doubt it, doubting Thomas, well, continue to doubt. The thing is, if you did not subscribe, but if you did, I will just advise you for it to work for you, meaning that by the time you get it, let it not become a pain to you. Please just keep on praying that let it come so that God will help you to do the right thing. Because many people, they are praying now. I am telling you, when that money comes, they will fail. I'm not a bearer of bad news, but people only make progress when they prepare for it. Most of us are not preparing for it. We are fighting the process, and you cannot grow, you cannot excel, you cannot progress in a system that you are fighting. So I come to you this day, the 10th of May, and this is 3:34 p.m. I just want to give you an encouragement. Please, let's not fight ourselves over this thing. If it is the will of God, we will get it. We just need to keep on being patient. At least if it is a fight, we have tweeted, we have protested, we have complained, we have prayed. I think in every spiritual walk, there's also a period of waiting. So this is a time to wait, let it manifest. And I pray that the speedy manifestation of this pioneer and also the grant for those who are part of the grant, it will come to pass for them in the mighty name of Jesus. So thank you. Have a wonderful evening and God bless you all. Please, we're not kill ourselves. If you die now, how you want to take up your money? Lord will help us in Jesus' name.